Is Diddy one presidential pardon away from total freedom? Can Trump really shut down a federal RICO case with a pen? And if he does, what's in it for him? And what message does that send to the rest of America? I'm attorney Andrea, and we are diving into the wildest legal twist yet in the Diddy saga. This isn't just a celebrity trial anymore. It's a political bombshell. Let's break it down. We all know Trump isn't shy about using power, especially the kind that comes with a gold-plated pen. As president, he's pardoned rappers, reality stars, and political allies. Now, with Diddy's trial racing towards a verdict, and a possible 15 years to life sentence, people are asking, could Trump step in and set him free? This isn't some conspiracy theory. Trump was asked point blank at a White House event. And his answer? No one's asked me yet, but people are thinking about it. He even admitted, I'd look into the facts. So let's start with the history, then walk through the law, the past pardons, and what Trump has said, as this could be the most controversial pardon of his entire career. Trump and Diddy weren't just acquaintances, they were friends, at least before politics got in the way. They partied together at high society events, the 2005 Art for Life Gala at Mar-a-Lago, the UNICEF fundraiser in 2008 with Melania, Kimora Lee Simmons, and Russell Simmons. Even the 1997 US Open, sharing a VIP box with their then partners, Kim Porter and Melania Trump. Back then, Trump called Diddy a mogul. Diddy said Trump was a marketing genius. They were two New York titans with larger-than-life personalities. But then came 2016. Trump ran for president, and Diddy distanced himself from their relationship. As Trump put it, busted up. Now, nearly a decade later, their names are back in the same headline, but for very different reasons. Now, who has Trump pardoned before? Let's not forget, Trump has a record of high-profile, eye-raising pardons, including rapper NBA YoungBoy, Todd and Julie Chrisley of the Chrisley Knows Best show, former Virginia Sheriff Scott Jenkins, and we cannot forget about the blanket pardon for the January 6th participants. We also can't forget about the entertainers, politicians, and even the Illinois governor who tried to sell a Senate seat. So a music mogul, that wouldn't be out of character. It's basically on brand. But what's the power of a presidential pardon? How does Trump even do this? Let's talk about the power play at the center of this video, the presidential pardon. Under Article 2 of the US Constitution, the president can pardon anyone convicted of a federal crime. The effect? Complete legal forgiveness, restored rights, and no prison time, even if you've already been sentenced. Here's the twist. You don't even have to be convicted. You don't even have to be charged. Remember Nixon? Ford pardoned him before charges were ever filed. That's called a preemptive pardon. And yes, Trump can absolutely do that. But he can't pardon state charges. So if Diddy faces state-level prosecution later on, then this wouldn't save him. So what did Trump actually say about Diddy? During a White House event celebrating Elon Musk, a reporter asked if Trump would consider pardoning Diddy. President Trump's response? Nobody asked, but I know people are thinking about it. He says he hasn't followed the trial, he hasn't spoken to Diddy in years, and he added, if he thought someone was mistreated, he'd consider a pardon, whether they like me or not. But let's read between the lines. Trump acknowledged that the idea is on his radar. He basically left the door open to reviewing the case. And he reminded everyone of their past friendship, even if it's a little frosty now. For a man who thrives on loyalty and headlines, that's basically coded for try me. Let's not forget what's at stake. Diddy is facing 5 federal counts, including racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, transporting victims across state lines, obstruction, witness tampering, and drug distribution. If convicted, it's not house arrest. It's not probation. It's 15 years to life in federal prison. And with countless civil lawsuits still pending against him, the pressure is mounting. A pardon now would be a nuclear-level political move, but the timing could be perfect. Trump has the power, and Diddy has the publicity. And this trial is soaking up all the headlines. So now to the question that everybody is asking. Will he do it? Yes, he can. The legal path is clear, but will he? That's trickier. Here's what might influence Trump. Public perception. Is Diddy seen as a victim of overreach or a predator getting what he deserves? Then you have to consider political leverage. Could pardoning Diddy win him support from Black voters or hip-hop influencers? Media spotlight. Trump loves a mic drop moment. A Diddy pardon would dominate headlines for weeks and weeks, if not months. But there are risks too. The sex trafficking charges are severe and triggering. There's a video of Diddy beating Cassie. The court of public opinion is already brutal. And pardoning a convicted sex trafficker, even Trump might think twice. So where does that leave us? Trump could issue a pardon today, tomorrow, or after the verdict drops. He doesn't need permission. He doesn't even need Diddy to ask. But the consequences, massive. If he does, it will be one of the most controversial pardons in US history. If he doesn't, Diddy could face a very long sentence. Either way, one thing is clear. The case is no longer just about justice. It's about power. And if a presidential pardon is used to sidestep a jury's verdict in one of the most high-profile sex trafficking cases in history, it raises some serious questions about who the justice system protects and who it lets walk free. What do you think? Will Trump save his old friend or let him serve his time if he's convicted? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe because this story is not over yet. I'm Attorney Andrea. Stay sharp, stay curious, and stay tuned.